And if you look closer in person, those actual, like, this part right here, which is going to be the parts of, like, this pink handles, the online photo doesn't do the color justice. Because if you look in person, it is this pink. I think they enhanced the photo of it quite a lot because comparatively, this is a lot less vivid and a lot less warm. So I think it's the online photo. White Ada with glow in the darks. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Love that idea. We let Liz believe she's pro streamer even though every stream setting is wrong. I don't even, she even streams at 160. No, I don't. That I know for sure I don't do. I know for sure I don't stream in 160. I keep trying to figure out how him graduating kindergarten last year means senior this year. Time flies. Like, truthfully, time, like, just swings by and it's just like, haha, no. Why can I put you in 160 then? I don't stream in 160. I export at... I don't even know what my max export is. It used to be 720, but I think I just recently bumped it up to 1080 because my computer can handle it now. Or my internet connection can handle it now. Now I remember why I hate trying to find an AMI patterns on Pinterest. Oh, I hate that. You're just a blur? You mean like what I am with if I don't have my glasses on? Yeah, that sounds about right. This is making me want to stitch tonight in the recliner, but I need to try to watch the first episode of Andor for the 5th time. You know, that's super fair. That's very fair. Raina just yelled at me to drink water and tell me having more coffee. I'm gonna have some more coffee too. You probably need the first episode for context, though. You've fallen asleep every time? Oof. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. That's like if somebody said to me that they fell asleep during House of the Dragon, and I'm like, how do you do that? Except for the part where it's like filmed so dark. Yeah, that's your hint to stop trying. It's true. That is the hint to possibly stop trying. And then Roo! Oh, what a baby. Hi, Raina. Hi, Puppy Wops. Two episodes of She-Hulk left? Okay, but is that worth watching? I've been hearing that it's really good, but we haven't watched She-Hulk yet. We're also behind on some of the other stuff in the MCU. Not the well, one of the movies, but we still haven't watched WandaVision. There was another one. We watched Loki, but we still haven't watched WandaVision. And there's another one we haven't watched. And then there's She-Hulk. You weren't a huge fan of She-Hulk, really? Some people are crafty in such interesting ways. Lucky, tell me more. What's going on? really cute. I'm not normally a fan of stuff like that. Puffles, that's not normally my jam, but that's actually really cute. Like, that's well done. I think that's the difference. I cannot. Oh no. Oh no. Well, wait. Okay, I'm gonna break family friendly for a minute. Is it the crochet dicks? Is it crochet dicks? Because I'm not surprised. They are hilarious. I rewound. Just and then go forward. Yeah. I have no idea why. I was being innocent, I swear. No, it's men's underwear. Oh, that's normal. That's about right. That's about accurate. No, there are definitely other crocheted NSFW things around, though. There's a whole entire Facebook group dedicated to not safe for work crochet. It's pretty amusing, actually. Shockingly harder to make than you think. Yeah, Puffles, I'd absolutely believe that. I was looking at patterns to see what people make. Like, it was like, would you like this? You think the underwear is a lot? Like, oh, honey. You are gonna get some very interesting messages from me later then. Being like, here's some crochet things. Crocheted jugs a poppin'. Crocheted schlongs. Crocheted, you name it. It's there. It exists. I promise you. But not the ears of heat. Yeah, right? She-Hulk and Deadpool are infamous for fourth wall break. Yeah, see, their fourth wall break has been pretty interesting. I heard that they break the fourth wall. That they were doing an interesting job breaking the fourth wall. Back to family friendly. Whew. There we go. I've seen those too, BK, yeah. Let's see if we can get a little bit more done. Yeah, there's a couple of stitch alongs and things that like I really wanted to do, but I can't do them here. I just, nope. There was a blackwork stitch along that was free. It was by Urban Stitches. And it was the NSFW one. It was Urban Stitches After Dark. And it was a full blackwork style. It was beautiful. So it's basically like outlines. You're basically creating outlines of different patterns, like different repeating patterns and designs. It was really well done, but that is just one I could not make on stream for very, very obvious reasons. It was so much fun to watch. She-Hulk is worth watching now that you could binge it. Okay, fair. This is the doll that you made. Okay, let's take a look, Puffles. Listen to Irish Anami. No worries, no worries. That's actually a really cute doll, though. It's like doll making is so fascinating because it's like that's really tough to do something like the hairline, I'm sure, and like make everything in the correct proportions. Thanks for the duck roll, Emily. How are you, sweetheart? Two Spider-Man series are in production. Are they both Miles Morales, or is one animated, or like how's that working? You're around? Fair enough. That was before I brushed off. Oh, got you. Wanda, Falcon, and the Winter... that's the other one we haven't watched, was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Moon Knight was fantastic. Moon Knight was wonderful. I wasn't sure about it going in, but no, Moon Knight was wonderful. They really did a great job with it. Freshman and sophomore year? But like, okay. Tom Holland is my Spider-Man, so like, I don't know how I feel. Moon Knight was amazing. I love the character. Frozen loves the character in general too, and so he was really excited to see that character kind of like come to the big screen, or, you know, the small screen, I guess. But it was just so well done. Weird. Okay. I thought I broke a nail for a minute, and I was like, that'd be strange to break a nail with a needle like this. Andrew Garfield is your favorite?